announcers on this program.
Kick off another big day on Championship Wrestling. Good day today, Brother Dave, and we've got a big one coming up, haven't we, partner?
Big day is right. Listen to the folks that are going to be here today. This is just part of them. The Beach Boys will be here. Our first look at them. We'll have the Memphis Vice in here today. Tracy Smothers, Bill Dundee will be here. Joe LeDuc, Paul Diamond, the Canadian Connection, Dutch Mantell, and Jeff Jarrett. They'll be part of an 8-man tag team match later today. In addition to that, we will have the Mod Squad. Billy Travis will be here, and the return of...
All right, get ready for this.
Dan and Steve, the Fabulous One.
Oh, yeah! By God, you mean all on one show right here today? Yeah. I can't hardly believe it. I tell you what we'd better do, stop talking and get on with it. We got all those folks here. We're going to be back with Action in the Ring in just a moment.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, round, round, I get around, round, round, I get
Okay, we're off and running, ready to go with that opening bout in there. By golly, coming through the door, and I tell you, a nice reception for the folks gathered for Championship Wrestling. A brand new team of the Beach Boys. David, how about the official introductions here?
All right, one full 10-minute time limit match coming up across the ring from them at a total weight of 416 pounds. We got Keith Eric and the Inferno, and at 438 pounds, wrestling out of California, it is the Beach Boys, Jon Stewart and Van Horn, right?
Van Horn.
Van Horn. Oh,
yes,
a double Van.
Double
sorry about that.
Yes, sir.
Van Horn.
And as we look at them, the one on the left is Jon Stewart. The one on the right is Van Horn. And we are ready just about for the action. We'll do it. Bell time. And here we go. We'll get a chance to see the Beach Boys in action for the very first time. Pardon me. Van Horn originally is from Memphis. Jon Stewart originally from Chicago.
Right.
And their adopted home is California. That's where they wrestle out of, is California. Ooh. All right. Look at here.
Oh, nice drop kick.
In the air. And down goes Keith Eric. A lot of action already out of Van Horn, one of the Beach Boys, and his partner, Jon Stewart, over in the corner. Keith Eric's partner, he needs to be a little closer to the Inferno. Winding the arm up. There's a tag on Stewart. Stewart through. And Stewart crotches him, takes him straight in the air, slams Keith Eric down. And as of this moment, the Inferno has not been in there yet. Flying head scissors, and Stewart takes him back towards the center of the ring. He's with that arm, turned it backward. Woo. Went underneath and popped him over there. Beach Boys, first look at them as they're going against Keith Eric and the Inferno coming in. Hip toss greets the Inferno. Likewise, 3 in a row is down on the deck is the Inferno. There's the tag. Van Horn coming back in, holding the Inferno and dropping in. There's that kind of a round kick and done in a very quick way. In the air as the Inferno drops straight down. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Van Horn was going to take him over into a pen. The Inferno came right back up. Puts him down on the deck. I thought I heard on that very first shot something happened to the ropes. I believe we lost a...
I did too. I think we lost a little support under there.
Double drop kick, and the Inferno is down. There's a cover. 1, 2, 3.
All right, the Beach Boys come up with a victory here. And their first appearance on Championship Wrestling, 2 minutes, 44 seconds of time.
First one, by golly. Van and John, we just told the folks that we were looking at a brand new team, and we're delighted. You guys really got a lot of motion going in there, John.
Well, I'll tell you, Van, the key basic about wrestling is fast motion in the ring. You know, when we met at Malibu Beach, we looked all over the world for the best tag team competition, and it's right here. You got the Mod Squad, you got Lawler and the Hillbilly, you got Rogers and Barco, you got everybody, and we're looking for tag team competition, and we're looking for those world straps.
Take a lot of it, Van.
Yes, sir. We're just glad to be here in this area, you know. We've been around. We came through towns and towns. We've adopted California as a home, took up a little bit of a new style. We're just glad to be here, Mr. Russell. See a lot of beautiful women out here. Woo! We're glad we're here today. Good to see all of you.
Okay.
We're the place with the beautiful women on. We're going to look.
You got that right for a fact. John Stewart, Van Horn, the Beach Boys, and we'll be seeing a whole lot more of them. Okay, time for us to hit back to the ring. Davey, let's not take a break, and we'll just go right to the ring. Another bout coming up here as we'll be looking at the Memphis Vice.
We're going to send these boys packing, you understand?
That's a real fine excuse for a human being for wrestlers, the Beach Boys. That is
They got to win.
They got to win. They little last pump. We're going to have these boys out of here before you know it.
Big Lou, Jerry Bryant, they've got a few words to say about our first folks, the Beach Boys in here, David.
They are going against a group of guys out of Mississippi, Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor. They step up in the ring right now. Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant, the Memphis Vice. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun will be trying to keep them straight in there. Here we go. It's going to be Jerry Bryant starting against Benny Traylor.
I'm looking at the back of the wrestling attire on Bryant.
Awesome.
And Jerry has on
totally,
his... Totally.
Yeah, totally and awesome there. Oh, Bryant, maybe not feeling so totally right now, except maybe totally with a headache after being bounced around the ring here by Benny Traylor.
You know, Benny and Jerry... they haven't got the world's greatest record, but I've always liked that team. They're a good tag team. They are rough and they can wrestle too.
Power slam by Jerry Bryant. Benny Traylor finds himself on the mat. Yeah, Traylor and Garman have gone against some of the toughest competition available. And it's going against a couple of pretty rugged guys right here at Bryant and Lou Winston. Big Lou powers Benny into the rope.
Woo. Lou is just so much bigger than either Traylor or Garman, too. Lou will go at least 250.
Lou steps out. Jerry Bryant is in. Traylor runs into a big clothesline by Jerry Bryant. Bryant picking him up.
Bryant's an interesting combination. The Beach Boys were talking about speed and motion. Here's a guy that's made a career out of speed. One of the faster wrestlers around. Look at here. 2, 3. And Traylor's at him. Big Lou got him.
Big Lou talking to the crowd about it, too. 1 minute, 29 seconds to time. And a victory for the Memphis Vice.
Enjoy that. Jerry Bryant totally and Big Lou Winston awesome come up with a victory in there. We're going to take time out, back with more of that big action. And remember, the Fabs are here today. Evansville Coliseum coming up Wednesday night. Boy, I'm going to tell you what, a variety of matches, and you're looking at a guy that's going to be involved in one. Okay, Joe, save it for Wednesday night. That's when Joe LeDuc will be involved in a big match with Paul Diamond.
The people know that Joe LeDuc's going to be there. The people know that Joe LeDuc does what he says he does. Paul Diamond, I told you I make you look like a man. You do look like a man now with short hair, even though if you're ugly. But don't go crying to your mama and say, oh, Joe LeDuc cut my hair. You want to slap some people around, just show up Wednesday night in Evansville and try me, brother.
That's what it's going to be all about, Joe. I'll tell you that for a fact, as well as a handicap match. Now, you're going to have the chance to see the giant hillbilly, Jerry the King Lawler, in there against Spike and Basher, the Mod Squad, and J.D. Costello.
That's exactly right, Lance Russell. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This just tickles me to death. I'm going to do two things, and that's all I'm going to tell you about. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to body slam the giant blob. Then I'm going to get up on that second rope and come down with the fist on Jerry Lawler, and it's all going to be done and over with.
Oh, I've got to see that Wednesday night in Evansville.
Hey, he's going to do it. He's going to do it, and there's somebody else going to do it. Me. They're going to put the barbed wire up, Landale, because I'm sick of chasing you. I'm sick of looking at you at back, Daddy. Now, you go around and tell all them little girls, all them pretty blondes out there how pretty you are. Well, I'm going to take that pretty face of yours, Jack, and rub it right down that wire. Yeah, that's what you think you are, Jack. You think you're pretty. Well, I'm better looking than you. I can sing better than you, dance better than you, fight better than you, wrestle better than you. Oh, and I know you're going to say you can. Well, that's why we're having the match, buddy. That's why we're putting up the barbed wire, so none of your geeky friends can come down and help you. And you can run, Daddy. So if you can take this pretty face, put it along the wire, you do it. But I'm going to guarantee you, that's what's happening to you, boy.
Well, here he is, the guy that got a victory over Buddy Landell in kind of an interesting fashion, but he's not done with Landell by a long shot, or maybe vice versa.
Lance, we're getting down to all the tin tacks now, why it all came about, why Buddy Landell doesn't want to be my partner. But before we get into this, man, I'm telling you, all you young ladies out there, get on your telephone and call somebody and tell them the superstar's standing out here, because we have looked at nothing but boys. We have looked at nothing like the Beach Boys. I ain't taking nothing of them. They're cute. I hope I get to wrestle them one day so I can beat their brains in. They're a good, what do you call them, young team coming into the business. That's fine, guys. You look very nice in your little boxer shorts or whatever. But when you want to get tired with fooling with a man, look up the superstar. Now, getting back to what my ex-partner. Hey, get the camera down here, Daddy. This is what it's all about. Budrow, it took me a long time, Jack. It took me a long time, Daddy, to figure this out. Now, I slapped him before. I slapped Mantell, I've slapped Lawler, slapped them all. And every time they would call up on the telephone and they would say, Bill, you was right. And I expected the same thing from you, Landell. But it wasn't me you was mad at. You ain't really mad at anybody. You want this belt, Jack. You couldn't stand it. We'd drive up and down in your Mercedes. I'd be in the back asleep, and he'd wear my belt. I'd wake up and Buddy'd have my belt on. I'd say, Buddy, what do you do with my belt, boy? He says, I just want to be as great as you, Bill. I just want to be as great as you. Let me wear the belt. So I let him wear it. And then when I slapped him because Jerry Lawler beat him, he gets mad. But you wasn't mad at me, Budrow. Come on, let's tell all the people the truth. Jack, you want to be the Southern champion. You really believe you're Ric Flair. You think you're the reincarnation of Flair. No, Daddy, you couldn't lace Ric Flair's boots, and you can't do mine. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We're going to crawl in that ring with that barbed wire. And all you rednecks and all you hicks out there know what barbed wire is, because that's what you got around your fence. I got me a redwood fence, Jack, 7 feet high. You got barbed wire, and I don't like barbed wire. I got a gate on my fence, and I walk through it to the swimming pool. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Budrow. You come out here every week, and you tell people how pretty you are. And I'm not selling you short. You ain't a bad-looking guy. But I'm the prettiest dude around, Jack. And I don't want this face all masked up. I don't want nobody running into the barbed wire, and especially you. And for this belt, Daddy, I'll do anything it takes. If you don't believe me, ask Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler told everybody Bill Dundee will never win this belt. Zoom in down here, man. Who's wearing it? Me, the superstar. And he's going to wear it for a long time to come, Landell. And I'm just going to tell you something, Lancer. Buddy, you can't beat me, Budrow. You can't beat me. Now, if you want to walk down to the ringside and say, I don't want to get in the ring with you, superstar, you just keep the belt and you want to be my partner, hey, I'll take you back, Daddy. I ain't got no hard feelings against you, Budrow. But no, you ain't going to do that. You're going to get in there and try and prove everybody how tough you are. Well, you can't take it, Landale. I'm going to rub your face all over that wire.
Billy, there will be nobody coming in. No J.D. Costello or anybody else coming in the ring with that barbed wire.
I never asked J.D. Costello to fight my battles. I don't even like J.D. Costello. Now, this kid in the ring here is going to get greatness thrust upon him, because just to get beat by the superstar makes you great.
You hear it from the superstar, Bill Dundee. Okay, Dave, let's go to the ring and the action.
Going to be a one-fall match coming up here as Dundee removes the warm-up jacket. Southern heavyweight belt will be next to come out of the ring. Facing Tracy Smothers. Tracy out of Springfield, Tennessee. Dundee against Smothers. Tracy Smothers, nice takedown. Dundee immediately jumps to his feet and claims he had his hair pulled. Not so. Tracy Smothers waiting for Dundee to get back in the ring. There's some hair pulling for you by Dundee. Dundee yanks Smothers down to the mat. Oh. First a fist, then the chop by Dundee. Smothers' head slammed into the turnbuckle. Dundee really going to work with that right hand. Dundee let him have it again. Caught him with a fist. Count is 1, 2. Smothers kicks out of it at the 2 count. Dundee using that right hand time after time with Tracy Smothers back in the corner. Face lock by Dundee. It's choking by Dundee back on the rope. Smothers knocked him all the way across the ring. Smothers, right hand on his own as a cover. 2. A foot on the bottom rope there. Dundee had his foot hung over the bottom rope. That's what stopped the count. Smothers really let him have it with an upper arm just as Dundee was coming off the rope. Ooh, Dundee set himself and hit him with a fist. Counts 2 and 3. Smothers trying his best to break out of it, but couldn't do it, as Dundee was able to hold the shoulders down for the 3 count. 2 minutes, 46 seconds of time.
Tracy telling the referee, Jerry Calhoun, he was using tights. That was the way he was able to hold him up there for the 3 count. The superstar comes down with a victory as Tracy Smothers returning to the area after a period out in the world. It belongs to you. I saw the victory. Tracy Smothers comes back, has to go against a rugged guy, and Bill Dundee, and Billy's the winner. We're going to take time out. Be back in just a moment. Time, my friend, to tell you about the action coming up in the near future. Thursday, June the 26th, Clarksville, Tennessee, at the Northwest High School, sponsored by the Hilldale Civitan Club and Northwest High School. Action coming your way right there in Clarksville on June the 21st. Tuesday, July the 1st, Vincennes, Indiana, at the Vincennes University Complex. We'll have more on that as we get a little closer to it. Now, here's the entire card coming up Wednesday night, and it is a dandy. Take a listen to this wild action. Baron von Braun will be going against Diesel Dan Styles in the opening bout. Strong Machine against Yamamoto. Jeff Jarrett will be facing the Hunter Eagle. It'll be the Beach Boys going against the Nightmares. A revenge match with Joe LeDuc facing Paul Diamond. Handicap with Lawler and the Giant Hillbilly against J.D. and the Mod Squad. And then that final bout, ring completely encased in barbed wire, Buddy Landell, Bill Dundee. It's going to be some going on Wednesday night. You be there. Eight-man tag coming up right here as we're looking at one half of this tag match, and the other half coming in right now. The Dutchman, Jeff Jarrett, and one half of the Canadian connection, Paul Diamond. I don't know where Big Joe is. May end up being a handicap match here because at this moment LeDuc is not out there. I don't know, Dave. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 8-man here.
No, here comes Joe.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay. Here we go.
This one's going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit, and every time you have an 8-man tag team match, you got a lot of folks around the ring and often in the ring. Let's see who's going to start for which team. Looks like is it going to be the fabulous, by his own description, Danny Fargo against Jeff Jarrett. That's the way it's going to start.
I was thinking about this the other night. I saw Jeff in the ring. Boy, I'll tell you, when you get thrown into the middle of professional wrestling, you grow up in a hurry.
You have to.
Boy, do
Absolutely.
you get experience in a hurry.
Jeff backing Fargo into a corner again. Did it once before. Fargo steps out of there with a strut.
Von Bronner, pardon me, go ahead.
He's back to his corner for the tag on Pat Rose. Paul Diamond coming in. Diamond taking over from Jeff Jarrett. Diamond out of Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Rose takes him down. Pat was looking, or Paul rather, was looking like his hair was pulled. I didn't see it. Very well could have, because he had that top wrist lock on him.
It may be difficult for us to see some of these moves because Baron von Bronner is standing right between us and the action.
Yeah.
There was a cover by Dutch Mantell on Pat Rose. Couldn't make it stick for a 3 count. Big Joe LeDuc will be coming in. French Canadian, 286 pounds, I think it is he weighs.
Pat Rose just got all 286 of it behind that chop, and then he decks him, the referee saying, come on, quit pulling the hair, quit punching, quit doing a lot of lists for Joe.
Joe just says okay and goes right ahead. Wow.
Joe said we're going to be the Canadian connection. Whatever he says, that's all right with me. He and Paul Diamond made their debut last week, won their first match. Jeff Jarrett back in with Pat Rose. Rose, good move. Look at that Jarrett, how quick he's up. Boy, I'll tell you, you can learn a lot of things, but athletic ability you can't learn. It just comes natural. You've either got it or you don't have it.
It's that quick and immediate reaction that Jeff has. It's just phenomenal.
Danny Fargo in, standing side headlock. I don't know what the routine with Dutch was. Again, as you pointed out, we're looking through a wall of flesh between us and the ring. And we have to pick it up mostly off the monitor, what we're looking at.
Paul Diamond with a good slam. Fargo moves out of the way. Diamond came down hard on his elbow.
Tag on the Hunter.
Woo. making good use of the right hand. Over to the corner and the tag on the other half of the Canadian connection with a drop kick.
Never ceases to amaze me, Dave.
Still amazing. Hunter held down for the count of 2. Hunter showing some power there. But Joe LeDuc came right back after it. Big lumberjack bear hug by LeDuc.
Hunter is a powerful guy. He's no 6'7" but he is sure powerful. Boy, he's got a big upper body. And the Dutchman, who knows how to do it all. And a little more, too. Here's a tag on Baron Bronner. Tag on Joe. And the big lumberjack. Oh, good night. They mashed him and tagged Dutch. This could be it right here, Dave. Yeah, boy. That's it.
4 minutes, 35 seconds, your time on it. And this 8-man tag team match goes to the team of Joe LeDuc, Paul Diamond, Dutch Mantell, and Jeff Jarrett. As Baron von Bronner finds himself pinned in there.
And I knew when Joe hit him, he caught him with all of it, too. And that was going to be all she wrote. He made the tag on the Dutchman. The Dutchman gets the pin. And Joe LeDuc, a Canadian connection, yeah. Saw you last week with your debut victory right here, Joe, and it looks like, Paul, you and Joe got quite a team going.
Well, we sure do, you know. Joe asked me to do this, and I'd be more than glad to be his partner. I think we're going to have a great success, and I'm looking forward to being his partner for a long, long time.
You guys worked well together in that 8-man, Joe.
Yeah, well, today's the day. Paul, come on, son. Today we're going to make you like a real Canadian, a lumberjack. We're going to, you got a extension cord here, Lance Russell.
Yeah, we got an extension cord, Bob. What is this, Joe? Huh?
You got a chair on in that chair. Yeah.
Joe, so you're gonna have identical haircuts, huh?
Yeah, I tell you, I'm a barber.
You're a barber. Here's a chair. And
you know, all the French Canadians, everybody that comes in this television, French Canadian, you gotta have a short haircut, you know, just like in the Navy. You know, it's gotta be clean cut. So, come on, Paul, sit down.
Wait a minute.
Sit down.
I think Joe wants to change the appearance of the team here a little, Paul.
Well, I know he was talking about it. I understand, you know, him wanting to wear the lumberjack clothes and everything, but I didn't know you were serious about this, man. What difference will it make if I have long hair or short hair?
What difference? When I go in the ring and my opponent, they look at me right away, they're not sure if they're going to win because I got a face, you know, you got to look at. So it's going to be the same thing with you. You look at those sissy hair, you know, they look at you and already they think they can win because you're a nice boy. I'm going to show you how to be a champion, how to make some main event money, be a champion. Sit down.
Joe, you're gonna fix up his hair, take it right on off, huh?
No big deal. I'm just gonna cut his hair a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut a little. Paul, I believe this is it.
If you cut my hair, I'm gonna look like an idiot. It may be fine for you, but you know, I don't want to look like that. I can wrestle, I can hold up my end of the team.
But Paul, I try to make you to my image.
I think the point is, Joe, he's saying if he has short hair, it's not going to affect his wrestling. I think that's what he's trying to...
I think it's going to affect your wrestling career, and it's going to affect you in order to win a match or lose a match.
Well,
come on.
I guess this is decision time right here as Joe LeDuc gets the clippers out, and he's ready to go on.
Hold on. You know, when you came to me and you wanted to be Canadian Connection, that was great. And I want to be a partner. But if it takes for me to cut my hair and look like a bumbling idiot...
Well, we talked about it when we come from Nashville, Tennessee last week. You said, okay, Joe, you make me look like you. You make me look like a champion. That's what I want to make you look like, a champion. Everybody else, they want you to look like a champion. Ask everybody, right? Yeah? You want it to look like a champion?
I don't think everybody
Come on, sit down.
I don't think they want his hair cut off, Joe.
Yeah, they're screaming. They wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, say goodbye, Paul.
No, wait a minute. Hey, you asked me to be a partner, but if this is what it takes to be a partner, I would rather say, no, thank you, Joe. I appreciate your offer, and I hope we can still remain friends, but I don't want my hair cut. Not today, not any other day. I'm sorry. I hope it had to work out this way, but, you know, I just want to be friends.
Well,
walk away from this. And hopefully, you know, we'll...
I think it's better now on the front end of it than it would be later on that you get this straight, because Joe LeDuc has one idea. Joe! LeDuc took out after Paul Diamond. Well, you know, Joe, he's a little weird at times. Slams his head in to the ring post, and Diamond dropped down on the floor. LeDuc just bashed his head on the ring post. Joe, hey, come on, Joe. You busted the guy's head open for crying out loud.
I tell you, I'm a barber. I'm on his shoulder.
Hey, he said he didn't want his hair cut. What are you doing out here? Come on.
Give me that microphone. Let me do... Boys, go guard the door. Spike and Basher, guard the door. Look at this. Lance Russell, shut up. Look at this. Look at this. Joe LeDuc showing his natural instinct. Look at this. This is the greatest thing that's happened on championship wrestling in many, many months. Look at this. Look at this. Paul Diamond's getting what he deserved. He's been a fruitcake for months. Now we're getting him back. Look at this. Joe LeDuc showing his natural Canadian colors. Good, Joe. Good, Joe. Yeah. Yeah. This is great. This is great, Joe. This is great. This is the best thing that's happened on championship wrestling in an awful long time. Paul Diamond. Exactly. The Mod Squad's keeping those geeks out. So Joe LeDuc can do his job. Joe LeDuc's doing it. Looking good, Joe. Looking good. Look, a true lumberjack. A true lumberjack, Lance Russell. Look at this. Keep that door shut, Spike and Basher. Keep them out of there. You're doing good. You're doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest thing in many months.
He barely... That is terrible, Joe. Come on now. Hey, that's enough. Now, enough is enough. Leave the kid alone.
No. He's gonna look good now. Real good.
You're just butchering his hair.
No.
You just take a look at it. You got chunks of it all out of there. He said he didn't want his hair cut.
He don't know what he wants.
Oh, you're going to tell him what he wants, huh?
Do it, Joe. Come on. Cut his hair. Cut his hair. Do it good.
Oh, that's sickening. Eddie. Now they got 4 more guys holding the door.
This is nothing that Eddie Marlin has anything to do with. This is true justice of Canada and the United States.
Yeah, he's going to have something to do with it, with you and everybody else that's participating in this.
Paul Diamond's getting what he deserved. He's asked for this. He's getting it.
He asked him not to do it. He did not want his hair cut.
Paul Diamond is a traitor. He's been a traitor ever since he's been here. He'll be a traitor until he leaves. Joe LeDuc, a real man. A real man.
Yeah, that's fine. Joe, I've seen you do a lot of goofy things, but taking a kid like this who said he didn't want his hair cut. And he was just being honest to tell you he just won't get it straight on the front end.
Joe should have been a barber. That looks beautiful, Lance Russell.
Yeah. Can't we get anybody in through here? Boy, they're hanging on that door over there. It's coming out. All right, watch him. He's got some scissors in his hand. Stay back. Joe. Watch him. Getting back, his head, as you can see, is busted open where he rammed him into that ring post. There goes LeDuc after butchering the kid's hair. That's terrible. We're going to take time out. We'll be back in just a moment. It really makes you hot when you see somebody do something.
Billy Travis and David Haskins in the ring, being joined there by the Mod Squad. Spike and Basher for a one-fall match. 10 minutes will be the time limit. J.D. Costello in the corner of the Mod Squad. He has the Southern Tag Team titles across his shoulder now, and the Mod Squad rule book in hand.
You got it. Bell time, and Billy Travis starting out against Basher. Normally it's Spike, I think, that starts in there, but Basher starting out this trip as Travis and Haskins are the opponent for the Mod Squad.
Lance Russell, right now, Spike and Basher are going to have some fun. This is a tone-up match. We do this on television just for some fun, just to show the fans how great we are.
Yeah, well, I tell you, if you're figuring having any fun at the expense of Billy Travis and David Haskins, I think you may be underestimating them.
Lance Russell, talent always tells. We are the perfect tag team to rule professional wrestling. I wonder why this promotion company doesn't ever find us any opponents that are equal to the ability of Spike and Basher and J.D. Costello.
Well, Travis and Haskins doing well at the moment as Spike is in there.
You know what? This guy doesn't know the difference between a wrist watch and a wrist hold. Look at him. Look at him. He's pathetic. He's not fit to lace our boots.
Basher back in, ripping away with a right hand as the referee gets on him about pulling hair and using the fist. Haskins powered down to the mat.
You're looking at the king of tag team wrestling right here. This is precision clockwork. Doing what we do best. Cracking skulls and getting rich quick.
Spike takes back over. Haskins trying to reach out and tag Billy Travis. Spike crotches him, fires him up in the air, slams him down, drops with a leg on him. And the Mod Squad, the AWA Southern Tag Champions, having their way right at the moment.
There goes Haskins, thrown through the ropes down under the floor. J.D. Costello down there saying, hey, come on, get up, get up. Haskins now thrown back into the ring where Spike is waiting for him.
They didn't need you out there for any kind of help, J.D.
Look at that geek. He slipped. He slipped and fell out of the ring. Look at him. His feet must be wet today.
Yeah.
Slam down on the studio floor. Billy Travis comes around to try to keep the Mod Squad back away from his partner, David Haskins.
I believe David Haskins would rather wrestle here on the floor than in the mat. Keeps jumping out of the ring, Lance Russell.
Very funny, very funny. We know he's been thrown out of there by the Mod Squad on each occasion. Haskins back in the ring now. And Spike rips him with a right hand.
You know, the Mod Squad's in rare form today. You know, we can either wrestle scientifically or we can brawl. It all depends on our mood. And we're out to beat some butt today.
Big suplex over and down as David Haskins, a big elbow drops down, and the Mod Squad, they got the leg up on Haskins, and brother, they have not let him loose. They have kept him away from Travis over in the corner. David Haskins continues to be pounded and slammed in the corner.
You know, this guy would really love to win a match, David Haskins. Some things in life just don't happen, Lance Russell. They just don't happen.
The match isn't over with yet. Right at the moment, the Mod Squad well up on top. Backbreaker, Haskins down in the center. And Basher enters the ring as Spike makes the tag. Basher takes it over, and he stops him before he got over to the corner to make the tag on Billy Travis.
Boy, they have really been able to keep Haskins in there a long time.
Sure have.
Billy Travis reaching for the tag, but Haskins just too far away.
Fabulous one still to go here on Championship Wrestling, so by golly, stay right where you are. We'll have Stan and Steve here in the air. And down goes Haskins as a double team with Basher taking the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be it. And in this case, we've said it before, there are times when the best thing that can happen is to have a victory and get it over. They were just punishing David, something terrible. They really severely beating him in there.
Yeah, thank goodness at that point they did go ahead and make the pin instead of stretching it out as they have done at times past. 4 minutes, 33 seconds the time on the victory for the Mod Squad.
More action with the Fabulous Ones in just a moment. I told you about the action coming up Wednesday night in Evansville Coliseum, and I got to tell you, I just can't believe all of it. First, I want to get Paul Diamond in here. Paul, you got something going. I really don't envy having to get in there with Joe LeDuc.
Well, let me tell you something, Joe LeDuc. You keep saying you're going to make a man out of me by cutting my hair. Well, brother, I was already a man, and a man you're going to be facing that Wednesday night. You know what? Nobody does this to me and gets away with it. And I'll prove that to you Wednesday night.
We'll find that one out when they get together, LeDuc and Paul Diamond. And then, hey, J.D. Costello, Jerry, and Hillbilly was out here. First, he said he's going to do two things. He's going to pick up the giant Hillbilly and body slam him. Then he's going to get up on the rope and jump down and start knuckling you.
Well, you know what that's called, Lance? That's letting your mouth write some checks that your body can't cash. Let me tell you something, you little stinking, sniveling wimp. That's exactly what you are. You couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. Now, I know what you got in mind. You think you're going to hide behind those two goons up there, and they're going to do all the dirty work for you. Well, it ain't going to work. You're going to have to get in that ring sooner or later, and me and this big man right here are going to do a number on you, J.D. I guarantee you that. Is that right?
That's right, J.D. I'm going to stomp a mud hole in you, boy. Then I'm going to stomp it dry, and if you can slam me, I'll give you $1,000 out of my pig farm.
You hear it right there. You're talking about a big handicap match. And then Buddy Landell, Bill Dundee in a barbed wire ring. Buddy.
You know, Lance Russell, you either love the Nature Boy or you hate him. Now, either regardless to one of the two, the main thing is the people out there in Evansville respect the Nature Boy. Hell yes, I want a barbed wire match. Maybe it'll cut down on some of the time that I spent chasing him last week, and I can save some energy to knock his teeth out or hit him a little bit harder. Dundee, you all realize now that the Nature Boy is one heck of a man, right or wrong. Hey, the Nature Boy Evansville, I'm taking you out barbed wire match, shredded wheat's what I'm talking.
That's not all of it. I mean, there's a bunch coming up Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. I'd get my tickets right now. See you right there. But just in case, here they are. And boy, we got quite a match lined up for them today, Dave.
We do indeed, and one of those participants, the Strong Machine, under the mask there, was over challenging Steve in a corner even before the match started. I may regret that. I don't know if he doesn't know the Fabulous Ones or what. We're underway. Strong Machine starting his partner Abdul Gaddafi. And starting for the fabulous ones, it is Stan Lane. Stan. Oh, Strong Machine turns him back onto the ropes there, but Stan comes off of there. And takes him down to the mat. A little reversal. Boy, good move by the Strong Machine. Strong Machine, not that big when compared with either of the fabulous ones or certainly Gaddafi, who's huge. Gaddafi in there right now. Gaddafi runs into an upper arm. Stan Lane sends him over into the knee of Steve Kern. Tag is made, and Steve Kern comes in for the fabulous one. They're back. A body slam. Gaddafi having no luck here against first Stan Lane and now Steve Kern. Gaddafi makes the tag. Here's the man under the mask, the Strong Machine. He's on the mat, and Steve Kern letting him have it with a right hand. Stabs tag. Stan Lane in control. Minute and a half gone. This one goes to the expiration of time. Stan Lane maintaining the hold on the Strong Machine as he gets back into a corner here now and makes the tag. Steve Kern. Stan and Steve both out of Florida. Big drop. Nice move by Steve. Boy, the Strong Machine thought he was going to put a move on him. Steve just grabbed his leg, dropped him down on the mat. Ooh. Stan Lane twisting on a toe hold. Yeah, here comes Gaddafi. Without benefit of tag, however, so he is sent back to the corner. And the fabulous ones. Did they make a tag or they made a change anyway? It's now Steve Kern working on that left foot, knee, and upper leg of the Strong Machine. Stan Lane back in. Strong Machine did not go to the corner for the tag. He was kind of inching toward the corner, but not really making a determined move to get to his partner, Gaddafi. Now he turns and gets the tag. And the big Libyan, Abdul Gaddafi, grabs Stan Lane and slams in. There's a cover. Count is 1, 2 is all he can get. Stan Lane breaks out of it at the 2 count. That side kick. Stan has used it well. Steve Kern, well, he takes a shot at the Strong Machine while he's over near the corner. Flips him in there, and now all 4 of them are in the ring. Kern put the backdrop on the Strong Machine to take him out of the action. A double clothesline, Gaddafi. There's a cover. 1, 2, and the fabulous ones have won it. 4 minutes, 1 second. Teamwork and the victory for Stan and Steve.
Boy, they still got that smooth as oil teamwork, don't they, Davey?
Boy, they certainly have. That's the thing, huh?
Man, I got to tell you, they really haven't. Yes, Randy Hales. What do you say, partner?
Lance, because what happened with Joe LeDuc and Paul Diamond, there's been a change in the card, and here's the information right here. Here comes Paul right now.
Okay. Yeah, Paul, how's the head? Yeah, that's a little better, yeah.
Let me tell you something, Joe LeDuc. I looked up to you. I thought you were a figure I could look up to, a fellow Canadian. And what did you do to me? You humiliated me on nationwide TV. Look at it. You busted my head open. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Come Monday night, I want you that rig so bad. You show up there, and that stupid look on your face, and I'll wipe it off. I'm not afraid of you. You may be crazy, but so I will be too. I want you. And nobody does this to me. Nobody! I'll go to any length at all to beat you. Chairs, tables out in the parking lot. When you're sleeping, you won't rest easy, because I might just be there. Joel Duke, watch out. I'm coming for you.
Paul Diamond, I can tell you one thing. One mad Canadian, one crazy one, one madman. When they get together, it's going to be something else. We'll take time out, and we're going to be back in just a moment. I guess I could say, Dave, that things got a little hairy today, but I don't think Paul Diamond would appreciate that. I know I wouldn't appreciate it if I were Paul Diamond and Joe LeDuc did that, cut that hair off.
Weird situation there. They started out as a tag team, and then moments later, Paul didn't want his hair cut for obvious reasons.
And it was smart to say so right off the front end. Hey, let's get it straight right on the front end. That crazy LeDuc slams his head in, gets some clippers and scissors and everything else, and ended up cutting some of the hair. Boy, it was good to see Stan and Steve back.
Yeah, back again. They got a victory today in their match. Also a victory for the Beach Boys. Our first look at them on Championship Wrestling
today. It'll be interesting to follow.
Yeah, John Stewart and Van Horn. Love the names there. And Memphis Vice got a win. Bill Dundee won his single match. LeDuc, Diamond, Mantell, and Jarrett were the winners in the match that occurred before all the hair cutting went on. And then it was the Mod Squad with J.D. Costello winning their match, and the fabulous one, Stan and Steve, still got it together as they got the victory.
Yeah, I don't take anything away from the Mod Squad, but it was so great to see Stan and Steve right back again. Okay, doke, my friend, we're out of time. We'll be looking for you next week. So let me say, for Dave Brown and Lance Russell, bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station.